Hey guys! Here we have a brand new anime called I Was Reincarnated as the 7th Prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. This anime is absolutely awesome. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the video. Now, without wasting any time, let's start with episode 1. In the beginning of episode 1, we see a sorcerer whose belongings are being thrown out by some people. A man tells the sorcerer to use his magic to attack before he dies. The sorcerer tries, but his magic is weak and doesn't affect the man. Everyone laughs at the sorcerer, and then the man uses a fireball to attack him. The sorcerer, engulfed in flames, marvels at the noble's powerful magic and wishes he could learn more. In the next scene, the sorcerer wakes up in a new body, surrounded by maids, realizing he has been reincarnated. Seeing the maids, he gets scared and tries to defend himself using a fireball, which ends up being very powerful and destroys the entire castle. We are then shown a scene of the town where a boy announces the birth of the 7th prince of the Solan Kingdom, named Prince Lloyd. Back at the castle, everyone is scared of the destroyed ceiling, and Lloyd is confused. We then see that a few years have passed, and the kingdom is shown again. The maids are looking for Lloyd, who is hiding from them. Lloyd runs into two people who call his name. He tells them to keep quiet and not to tell the maids they saw him. One of them asks if he will join them in a hunt, but Lloyd ignores him and leaves. They discuss that befriending Lloyd won't benefit them since he is the 7th prince and unlikely to inherit the crown. However, one of them recalls that Lloyd started talking a few days after his birth, read spell books instead of picture books, and didn't even drink his mother's milk, making him a remarkable gentleman. They speculate he might be the reincarnation of the great William Bordax, the father of sorcery. Lloyd acknowledges that he is indeed reincarnated but doesn't understand why he has memories of his past life as a commoner. Despite his new royal status, he is determined to follow his old philosophy of discovering amazing magic. He heads to the library and marvels at the extensive collection of books, reminiscent of Solo Magic Academy. While reading, he encounters a girl named Silpha, and they start sparring with swords. Lloyd muses that since he won't become king, he doesn't need to learn swordsmanship, but Silpha insists it's important for a royal family member. Lloyd realizes that Silpha always holds back and uses a control-type magic to trace her moves. He decides to experiment by using a new technique to level the playing field. He enhances his physical abilities with biotic growth, allowing him to levitate and match Silpha's height. Surprised by his move, Silpha praises Lloyd for his talent. Lloyd internally notes that Silpha didn't realize he was using 4 spells simultaneously and decides not to tell her. Later, Lloyd tries to avoid taking a bath with the maids, wanting to study magic instead. The maids tell him about a demon named Grimer sealed in a forbidden library under the castle, warning him that it could destroy the kingdom. Intrigued, Lloyd sneaks into the forbidden library using concealment magic, bypassing the guards and breaking the sealing magic at the entrance. Inside, he encounters Grimer, who tries to manipulate him into breaking the seal. Lloyd is skeptical of Grimer's promises but eventually breaks the seal in exchange for learning ancient magic. Grimer attacks Lloyd, but Lloyd's barrier remains intact. Lloyd analyzes Grimer's unique double incantation spell and notes its complexity. Grimer, exhausted from attacking, is shocked that his powerful magic had no effect. Lloyd praises Grimer's magic, expressing his desire to learn more. Grimer, realizing Lloyd's immense power, becomes submissive and offers to become his familiar. Lloyd accepts, and Grimer shrinks himself to avoid attracting attention. He sticks close to Lloyd, realizing that Lloyd's dense mana makes him impossible to control. Lloyd, unaware of Grimer's true intentions, happily leaves the library to read more books. Grimer decides to remain obedient to Lloyd for now, fearing his power. And that's the end of episode 1. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.